Yeah, this is pretty much what it's been doing all week. So good morning, everyone. Hello again from Ohio, land of rain. The rain is starting to pick up now. I'm going to take Thor for a walk this morning, but I think I'm going to switch cameras to one of the cameras. I'm not as worried about getting wet. Remember on the last Dapper Dog unboxing, I mentioned how it's kind of a little disappointed that we weren't getting bandanas or bow ties. Well, shortly after that video, I was actually contacted by them, and what had happened was they had just got done releasing, I think, like 9 bandanas and bow ties in a row in the previous boxes. So they were taking a break while they got some new supplies in. And it just so happens when I subscribed was right at the end of that last stretch of bandanas, so I was hitting it right during that break period. So they do have more coming out in the future. And in fact, they were nice enough to send us this. They sent us a bandana and a bow tie. So I thought that was really cool. They didn't have to do that, but they did anyway, so I thought that was pretty awesome. So yeah, we'll definitely be keeping with the Dapper Dog box. Not that I don't think I said for sure I was going to discontinue, but we definitely will be keeping with it. And we may still also get the Bark Box subscription, so Thor would be getting more than one subscription box a month, which I'm sure he would be terribly upset about. Right, Mr. Thor? He's over there like, are we leaving yet for a walk? Also, on the note of toys from subscription boxes and whatnot, Thor's actually got a bunch of them that he never touches. Like the ones that are kind of crinkly, that don't have a squeaker in, he's not as interested in. And I was talking to Jessica about that this weekend, and she says that like her shelter in particular could use toys for the rescue dogs going to rescue. So makes you think a lot of the other shelters probably good too. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to gather up some extra toys, like duplicates that he has and toys that he never uses and isn't going to miss. Gather those up together, and I think what we'll do is we'll end up donating it to some of the local shelters, also bring some up for Jessica as well. Especially if we're going to start getting 2 subscription boxes a month, that means we're going to have a lot of extra toys. But I thought that was a nice way to get some use out of those toys. You know, he may not be interested in them, but there's probably another dog out there that would love to have them, so yeah, we'll probably be going through that a little later on today since it's raining. I don't think there's a whole lot we're going to be able to do outside, but we'll try anyway. And on that note, I think I'm going to go ahead and take him for a walk. Actually, real quick, I know you guys saw a previous Instagram post, but here's another one of his bandanas. It's his Constellation one. So when we get back from the walk, I'll show you guys the other ones I got. These are the ones I bought on sale when they were having their clearance right before they were going to shut down for a bit. So I think they all look great on him. I really do like that red lumberjack one though. That's probably my favorite, but he's got some neat ones anyway. I'll show you guys when we get back. But let's go ahead and take this guy for a walk because he's over here sighing. Just came in, you don't need to go outside. So yeah, we got him back home. It wasn't a long walk, I don't think. I don't remember a lot of it because I was fighting sneezing and watery eyes and stuff. You know, the joys of having allergies. I don't know if it's seasonal because it's raining and that usually decreases the pollen, but I do know there's something else I'm very allergic to. The cat. Yeah. I love you, bud, but I'm allergic to you. Yeah, with Bonsai, whenever I handle him, I usually have to wash my hands right afterwards. Otherwise, if I touch my face or around my eyes, they start itching, watering, and it's just an all-around ugly picture. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and take some allergy meds so I'm semi-functional for the rest of the day. Otherwise, I can't see myself getting anything done. And then we'll see what else we can get into. Right, Thor? So here's the bandana the Dapper Dog sent us, and the bow tie. These look good. I'll try them on him later. And besides the Constellation bandana, these are the other new ones he got. He got this red flannel one, his bugs. This one, I forget what it's called. basically more plaid and flannel ones. Yeah, I got this one here and this one here. So he's got, in total, 6 new from Unleash the Hounds, and then the new ones from Dapper Dog. So I actually need to find a way to hang these up, like a, I don't know, build like a little hanger system for him or something, because I ended up buying him a new St. Patty's Day one this year, but he actually already has one. I completely forgot about it. So he's got 2 of them now. So just like he's gotten so many of them now, I need a way to hang him up so I know what he's got. But I think as far as bandanas go, we're probably done for a while. If I get another puppy here soon, or another husky anytime soon, he's got enough to where they can share. If not, I'll end up having to get a couple more for him or her. But anyway, yeah, just wanted to show you guys what we got in the mail while we were gone. Also, one more thing. It's not dog related, but I thought it was pretty cool. Just a second, Thor. One more thing. You gonna follow me? Check that out, Thor. This is my new coffee mug. Death Wish Coffee was having a bundle for their Valhalla Java, which is by far my favorite coffee. And you got a mug, a key ring, a pair of sunglasses, and a bag of coffee. So, and also just to give you a size comparison, this one here is my old Death Wish coffee mug, my normal one. This one actually is already fairly big. This is a great deal bigger. So, I don't know, the camera's not really doing it justice, but this probably holds about 1.5 times as much as this does. So, I don't know, this is gonna be like a third of a pot of coffee or something in this one mug. It's almost, make it almost be a beer stein, but anyway, I'll have to try that out tomorrow morning. Go for a walk. Oh, speaking of which, look outside. The weather's finally breaking. We might actually get sunshine this evening. So we're gonna go ahead, I'll grab the good camera, and I think we're gonna go walk down the Great Miami Trail, which runs right by the river. And if we go from Rentschler Forest, it's like a 4.5 mile trip down to downtown Hamilton and back, so it'll be about 9 miles total. So it's a paved trail, but it's actually kind of a pretty walk. So, oh, you guys just have to see it. We did it a couple days before we left Alpena this past weekend. So, anyway, I'm gonna go put these coffee mugs away, pack Thor up, and we're gonna head over there. Got Thor packed up. You excited? We're gonna go for a long walk. Yeah. I guess he's getting tired of waiting, so I should probably get on the road. So we made it to Rentschler Forest. You guys may remember this from a previous video. We did a little hike through here. Well, there's actually a whole lot more to this forest than what I showed you before. There's a whole... Right down that way is the Great Miami Trail, and it runs along the river. And I think it's about 4.5, 5 miles to downtown Hamilton. And then a total of like 8 miles all the way to Joyce Park, which is the other park that we used to go to when Nora was living down here. So anyway, we're probably going to try to walk down to downtown Hamilton and back today. We've only got probably about 2 or 3 hours of daylight. So that'll be a total of 9-ish miles. But anyway, I'll just show you the rest of this park another day. There's a suspension bridge that if you guys follow us on Instagram, you've probably seen us, one of the Instagram stories of it. And there's some nice trails, but because it's been raining all week, they're going to be a muddy mess. So I'm going to avoid them. This trail back here is paved. So go and get Thor out of the car and we'll get started. Bit of a tip here, if any of you guys are using any of the Sony mirrorless or probably their larger ones that the image stabilization when you're walking and recording isn't that great, this will help you out a bit. It's a cheaper solution than buying one of the electronic gimbals. So I have here is just a pretty inexpensive 5-foot tripod, and what you do is you just hold it there. Like I'm only using couple fingers and you just kind of balance it and aim it in the direction you want, and this acts as a poor man's stabilizer, and it does pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be as smooth as one of the like $5,000 to $1,000 electronic gimbals, but it also only costs like 30 bucks. So just thought I'd throw it out there in case any of you guys are making videos on these cameras, because the picture is amazing. The stabilization, however, when you're running and vlogging, not so much. So I think now that I've got this figured out, I'm going to be using this camera a whole lot more, because the picture completely blows away anything else I have right now. So yeah, random tip of the day. You got a ways to go, bud. Come on. Some ducks. Thor. Like I really want to say hi to you. see something. He's hunting. I did hear a little squeak down here. I'm not sure where it was though. I think he did too. Alright, come on, bud. He's probably long gone. He's smart, at least he is. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a like a stone wall underneath all this grass. Not sure how old it is. There's a little bit of it there peeking out. Someone left a random chair out here right next to the power station. Not sure why. What do you think? I'm sniffing the air, getting all the smells. Doggy. I'm gonna stare off across the street. Come on, Thor.